Hi, I'm Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater. Today, we're checking out the new UltraTap pedal from Eventide. Let's get started. Back in 1981, Eventide created the Digiplex and multi-tap delay algorithms for their now legendary SP2016 Rack Mount Studio effects processor. Those algorithms evolved into the UltraTap algorithm that's found in the H3000 studio processor and continued to evolve in the UltraTap now found in the H9 Stomp Box and as a software plugin. And now, Eventide has brought that advanced UltraTap algorithm to a standalone Stomp Box that offers a huge range of fantastic delay effects. The UltraTap uses a type of delay called a multi-tap delay, where a single delay time is broken up into a number of shorter component delays. You can pan those across the stereo field and process them. Now with the UltraTap, you can set the overall delay time, the number of taps, and the amount of feedback, and then you can expressively control and process those taps with modulation and much more. The resulting possibilities range from everything from rhythmic delays to pad-like swells, to synth-type sounds, to washy modulation, to reversed reverb and ambience effects. There's a wide range of different sounds in this pedal. It's incredibly versatile. Now, like its siblings, the black hole and micro-pitch pedals, the UltraTap can accept mono or stereo input and can use mono or stereo outputs as well. It can be switched from guitar level to line level, so it can be used with guitar, bass, keyboards, and even as a studio processor. It can be set for true bypass, buffered bypass, which allows for trails, and kill dry, where only the wet effects come out, no dry signal. There's MIDI and expression pedal control available, as well as USB for control and editing and organizing and storing presets with a computer using the Eventide Device Manager software, which we'll check out in just a little bit. You have access to 5 presets from the front panel, and you can access a total of 127 presets via MIDI. So let's take a quick tour of the pedal. We have 6 control knobs on the front panel. There are 2 layers, so each knob actually controls 2 parameters. And you change the layer with this primary-secondary switch here. On the first layer with the LED off on the primary-secondary switch, on the top row we have a mix control that sets the wet-dry amount or the amount of the effect. The tap control sets the number of taps that we have from 1 to 64. And length is the overall delay time that contains all those taps. And this can be up to 4 seconds long. On the second row, we have feedback, which sets the number of repeats. And then we have the spread control, which changes the spacing of the taps. With that knob centered, all the taps have the same spacing, and then you turn it up, turn it down to change the spacing between those various taps. And then we have taper, which allows you to fade up and fade down the taps. In the center position of that control, all the taps have an equal level. On the second layer of controls, the top row has a tone control, and then we have slurm in the center on the top, which smears and modulates the taps for more ambient types of sounds. We also have pre-delay, which sets the time before the first tap is heard, which can be up to 1 second. On the bottom row, we have chop, which controls tremolo and auto volume effects. The center control is labeled speed, rise, release, and that controls the LFO for modulation effects. And then finally, the last knob controls the overall output level. We're going to hear the effects of all those controls in just a second. But finishing out our tour, we also have 2 foot switches and 2 additional buttons on the lower part of the front panel. This foot switch activates or bypasses the effect, and it's also used to load presets when we're in preset mode. The button above this changes operation from latching to momentary. With the momentary setting, the effect is only active when you hold the foot switch down. The other foot switch is labeled tap, and it also has 2 functions. The first is tap tempo for setting the delay time. But if you press and hold the tap switch, it now scrolls through the 5 presets here on the front panel, and then you load those by hitting the active foot switch. The switch above the tap tempo foot switch switches the tempo mode between seconds and beats per minute. And if you press and hold that switch, it'll now save a preset. So that's a quick tour of the pedal and how it works. Let's head over to my home studio and check out some of the sounds and possibilities and what all those controls do. you can hear, the UltraTap can do a ton of amazing sounds. And the nice thing is that it can be completely controlled from the front panel. But if you do want to dig deeper or have more visual control over what's happening, you can connect the pedal up to your computer and use the Eventide Device Manager software app. The app allows you to see all the parameters, set up various functions and other settings, and save and organize all of your presets. I hope you've enjoyed this look at the Eventide UltraTap pedal. If you've seen my videos on the Eventide Black Hole and micro-pitch pedals, you know I absolutely love those stop boxes, and I think the UltraTap is going to be just as great as its siblings. It's going to be another must-have pedal to have on my pedal board. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Click here for more videos like this, or start at sweetwater.com for all your music instrument and pro audio needs.